Take a look at this. This is the lineup. Paul Goldschmidt had another tremendous day. Nolan Arenado's a cornerstone piece to that lineup. But look who's at the top of the list, Dero. Tommy Edman.
You showing me a war board right now?
I'm definitely showing you a war
Well, I'm going to
board.
look into this camera, and I'm all about the war number because it's kind of all-encompassing. But I think Tommy Edman, you and I both know that Paulie Goldschmidt's on the top of the food chain right now. He's the NL MVP. But we sit here, right? Not everybody's Paul Goldschmidt. Not everybody's Nolan Arenado. And we talk about how do you add value? I talk about this with my 12U team. Not every day you're going to be carrying the offense. Not every day you're going to be picking and grinning. So how do you add value to a team every night? And this guy is the poster child for it. So I want to dive into number 19 out of Stanford, who's going to watch his alma mater play in the College World Series, Tommy Edman, because he hits you in all facets of the game. We talk about Brandon Nimmo. That's what Tommy Edman is. Real quick, bring up his career splits for me. Pause this. We'll get into the defense in a second. It doesn't matter if the ball's jumping, if they got the dead ball. This guy is just getting better, right? Nothing has changed since he's broke into the league over the last 3 years. If anything, he's getting better. His hard hit percentage is going up. His walk percentage is going up. Weighted runs created plus is going up. So he sets the mark at the top of the lineup, and he allows the Goldschmidts and the Arenados. This guy is always on base. Okay, so we can beat you offensively, and we'll get into it. He can beat you also in clutch situations. We'll get into that a little bit later. How else does he help the St. Louis Cardinals? You just pencil this guy in, okay? You want Gold Glove second base? He's doing that as well. Playing sick defense. We're going to bring up a ton of boards. Watch the way he handles himself. Hey, by the way, Nolan Gorman's absolutely mashing in the minor leagues, and we got to get him to the big leagues. Tommy, can you move over to shortstop and help us there?
Ooh.
Moves over to shortstop seamlessly. Okay, they've had David Eckstein there. They've had Rafael Furcal there. They've had Edgar Renneria there. Hey, Tommy, can you move over to shortstop? Pause this. Bring up his defensive numbers, please. Infield outs above average leader since 2021. He's on that board as well. You got Nicky Lopez from Kansas City, who we don't talk about nearly enough. You got Lindor, Ahmed, some of the best defenders in the game. Nico Miso Horner on the back end with the Chicago Cubs, and Tommy Edman with 19. So he's beating you getting on as a great leadoff guy. He's beating you with defense. He's versatile. What else does he do? Top of the food chain. Dive in. Base running. Need a bag stolen? Tommy Edman. The big fundamental. He's not going in head first. You need it first to third? Cut the bag like Jeff Bagwell used to do with the Houston Astros. There he is right there, and I'm going to take you through a few. Pause this real quick, okay? First and second, bottom 10. Albert Pujols at the dish. Mr. Taylor Rogers on the mound. Just watch the cat and mouse run this. You think he's going right here? I wouldn't suspect him to be going once he turns his head. See you later.
Wow.
Boom, get out! Head first slide right there. Now Albert's looking to launch. Get me something up in the zone. He gets a slider up in the zone. Tag up. Game over. So the base running's off the charts too. How about reading it? These are the little things you try and teach these guys. Pause this real quick for me. Bring up the base running numbers. Tommy Edman's 2022 base running ranks, okay? Stolen bases, he's got 15, third in the league. Runs scored, 49%. Run scored percentage, second in the league. Bases taken that most guys won't, 17, first in the league. You ever making out on the bases? We've heard Billy Ripken time and time again. Guys running themselves into outs on the bases. I see it every night. Outs on bases, nope, tied for first. He doesn't do that as well. Keep it rolling. This is crazy. I wanted to bring this board up. Eric Nays, researcher to the Stars, does an amazing job. He dives in on the base running stats. Look at this. Highest single season Fangraphs base running stat in an expansion era. You're talking about some of the game's great base runners. Vince Coleman, Maury Wills, Mike Trout's on every board we ever put up. Willie Tavares with the Colorado Rockies could get up and go. Beltran in 03. knocked us out of the postseason with the Houston Astros, and then you got Ricky Henderson, and there's Tommy Edman right on pace for a 16.2 base running percentage. So unbelievable. What else does he do? Keep going. Getting on base here, working a walk. We'll continue on the base running theme. So now you got to read it. You got to read it. Jam shot. How many guys pull up right there and just coast into second base? Nope, he read it. Dalton Varsho can't make the play. Slides in. Now we got first and third. Constantly putting pressure on the defense with his aggressive base running, but also smart. And then the last thing we'll get into is the fact that he's got a flair for the dramatic. When the game's on the line, he's able to slow the game down. Over the weekend, bottom 9, he hits the walk-off bomb. He continues to do it. Bring me up the late-inning clutch situations. Highest average in high-leverage situations since the start of 2019. Luis Ariz, who we talked about. Jared Walsh has got ice water in his veins. Giancarlo doesn't get enough love for what he's been able to do. And then there's Tommy Edman at 371. So you talk about adding value on a nightly basis. He does it offensively. He does it base running. He does it being a pro. He does it defensively. He is the perfect player to kind of talk about table setters and table clearers. There you go. There's your table setter.